So in today's video, we'll be learning how to create guidelines for a 2x6 closure wig.
Wasn't getting over you. When I move to the side, when I move, call you mine, and I know what you're feeling. I'ma take it for a ride, let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. And I move, and I move.
So first, this is the wig cap that we would be working with, and it has two sides. This is the V part and that is the wide part. Now this is actually supposed to be the front, but I like to switch it up and use the V part as the front of my wig and then the wider part as the back of my wig, because at the end of the day you will be placing your closure at the front and then you end up cutting up the front. So I like that part at the front and then the wider part at the back.
So I'm literally just pinning down the wig cap to secure it on the canvas edge. And yes, this is it. This is it, guys. So this is the closure I'll be working with. It is 2x6 closure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and secure it on the wig cap. Now make sure you bring this forward about a ½ inch. Make sure it is at the center and make sure you leave about ½ inch in front. So go ahead and secure this in the front and then also pin it down with your T-pins at the back of the closure. So this way you have it all secured and ready to sew down. I'm gonna go ahead and braid the closure down. I like to braid my closure down because it keeps everything intact when I start working on the machine, and then it keeps the air out of my way. I do not like hair in my way at all, because sometimes your machine will just, sew down some weaves from the closure and it will be hard to pull because you don't want to detach the hair from the closure. So when I was holding down the closure, I didn't pin down the sides. It was only the center. So that's what I'm doing right now. I need to pin down the sides so that I can sew the closure down properly. And there you have it, safe and secured on my wig cap and fully braided down. Like, can you see how neat this looks? So imagine how swift your work will be when you just do this few necessary steps. Now I'm placing my measuring tape on my wig cap. So I'm just gonna measure from the end of the closure. I'm gonna pin it down there and then also pin it down at the end of the wig cap. So that's basically it. So I'll be using my chalk to create the guidelines now. I prefer to use chalk because the marker goes dry faster. So I'm marking 1 inch apart, 1 inch apart on the wig cap. So till I get to the top of the wig. Yes, so you can see clearly. Then remove the tape rule so it doesn't get in your way. You have to just remove that so you can create your guideline properly. So I'm gonna go in and stretch the lines. So watch as I do this. It's so hard filming and working on this. So I'm gonna stretch the line from the last one. I'm gonna stretch them, and so I'm gonna keep stretching the lines. That's what I'm gonna do from bottom to top, basically. And in the video, if you watch closely, you would see that I am not stretching the lines beyond the middle part, right? Because every wig cap, every mesh wig cap has a middle part. So I won't be stretching the lines beyond that middle part. You can see there's a joining on both sides, so I won't be stretching beyond those parts. So this is where the work is. If you don't get this part right, there is no way on earth your 2x6 or whatever length of Kim K closure is going to be flat. So you have to get this part right. So now I'm drawing a straight line from the first guideline up there. So it's more like a right angle triangle. Yes, and then I'll go in again and give another guideline in between the right angle triangle and the closure. So basically this is the arc to achieve a very flat kimchi closure wig. Then after doing this, we're just going to go ahead and stretch our lines around the cap, just like I am doing in the video. So for a clearer view, this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to stretch it. See, if you are a beginner, always take your time to draw your guidelines. Don't be in a hurry. Yes, don't be in a hurry. Take your time and make sure your lines are neat, because when you have a straight, neat line, you're going to eventually have a neat wig. Okay, so I'm just going to complete my guidelines, just straight lines basically for this part, and then we are done. So you can see how neat, seamless and easy this method is. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you in my next video.